Well, Lynn always says, well, what did you learn on this trip? It may be too much information, but I learned that when you go for like a 10-mile hike, you should probably take toilet paper.
Stopping to get gas and shave. How many people do that?
Every breath holds a moment, everyone a chance to take. You can see it if you close your eyes. We already know the way. Forever you and me.
So today we ended up at Fernandina Beach, which is really awesome. It's really close to Amelia Island in Florida, which is just at the Georgia-Florida line. And we're on a 5.4 mile loop trail. Go figure, we're hiking. This is beautiful. Let me show you what we're seeing right now. It costs $6 to get in, sweetie, is that right?
Right, Fort Clinch State Park.
Yeah, $6 to get in to Fort Clinch State Park. And there's a fort here that we'll go in later maybe if we feel like it when we get back. But for now we're just hiking and enjoying a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scenery in a day. Right now it is 66 degrees and it's supposed to get up to 72. We've had a little bit of rain, but it is the kind of day when you just want to be outside and enjoy it.
Forever you and me. Running wild and free, chasing down the sun. Oh, we've just begun. It's a winding road of all the places we will go.
So what makes a good hike for Lynn and I? Well, that's hard to say. We like being in the mountains and seeing mountain streams and waterfalls and climbing over boulders and up the side of a mountain like at Stone Mountain or Hanging Rock or Pilot Mountain and those. But then we like being at the beach. One of the problems with being at a coastal trail is just the sheer humidity and the heat. I think we both would say that the trail we're walking on this time is a good coastal trail because we're just surrounded by a canopy of trees, live oak trees and Spanish moss, and the trail is not just a flat trail. A lot of times at the coast, that's what we'll see is you'll just be walking out and walking back, and it's just a narrow little trail to get out and back. But this one actually has some incline. So we're seeing a lot of mountain bikes here, and we really like that. It does hug the road that goes to the fort almost the entire way. So every now and then we'll hear some car noise as another car will go by. But to us, that's not that bad. If you want pure peace and quiet, I guess that's not a good thing. But if you want to know that if something happens, you're safe within 75 to 100 yards, that's a good thing as well. So it might offset each other a little bit. I guess the best trail is one you can get to and one you have enough time to walk on, and one that won't let you get soaked by a rainstorm, and one that shows you something that you haven't seen before. On this trail, we're seeing a lot of Spanish moss and a lot of ferns and the beautiful canopy of the live oak trees. And that's what Lynn was just pointing out there. Just look behind me. You have all of these live oak trees that are just awesome. That's not something you can see in the mountains. That doesn't mean our mountain trails are any less great for us, but the diversity of being able to see trails where you're walking in the sand and seeing live oak trees like that, I would say this is a thumbs up trail for sure.
There's a stirring in the ocean. There's a rhythm in the waves. It's a calling deep within your bones, and it cannot be contained. Forever you and me, running wild and free, chasing down the sun. Oh, we just
Getting tired?
Well, nah, I don't guess.
I
Not
guess.
too bad. It's okay.
So, you know, you were talking about the best places to hike.
Yeah.
Or you said the mountains or
Yeah.
the shore. I think they're both equally as beautiful.
I do too.
Yeah. Just different. I think
This would be a different hike in July.
it would. It would be
It
hot.
would be a difficult hike to make almost 7 miles, 6 miles in July here.
It
But I
would.
guess Hanging Rock would be a different hike in January too, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But I think the main thing is that you can find beauty anywhere you go, whether it's in the mountains or at the coast or anywhere in between. There's
You're
beauty everywhere, and this is a different beauty than what we're used to seeing, so that makes it even more special.
Right. It is. But it's cool though. It is, you're right, it's different than home for us. It's even different from when we're in St. Petersburg.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
all the Spanish moss, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah, so a lot of times, Lynn and I drive right by this, and I guess those that come to southern Southwest Florida, they probably do as well, because the bridge that you drive over and you see the welcome sign to Florida is just right over there. It's just right over there. So
We think you should stop here and at least ride through the park. It's a beautiful ride,
it is.
whether you walk it or not, but the walk is absolutely gorgeous. Another tree growing sideways. It just amazes me, like how much it grows out and then it starts going back up. Pretty amazing.
So originally today, Lynn and I were planning to go to Cumberland Island. But as it turns out, if you're not aware, the only way to get over to Cumberland Island is on a ferry. And we love riding on ferries, but guess what? They don't allow four-legged daughters. So we came here to Amelia Island instead. We were just talking about that. We wonder if Maggie wishes we were the kind of parents that left her at home and went off and did things with just us, or if she enjoys going with us. Let me show you what she looks like right now. After hiking maybe 5 miles. She's pretty. I think she is too, sweetie. Lynn said she slowed down a lot for sure, but she's really happy. So we think that Maggie, hey sweetie, I know. We certainly wish that we could understand everything she's trying to say and what she's trying to do, what she tries to tell us, but I think in her own way she tells us that she likes the fact that Lynn and I just refuse to go somewhere that we can't get back to her on our own like that.
chasing down the sun. Oh, we've just begun. It's a winding road of all the places we will go.
We have 2/10 of a mile left to go, and we will have successfully completed this hike. All I can say is, whew. Day after tomorrow is Thanksgiving 2018. Lynn and I are thankful that we get to do things like this and be out amongst nature and enjoy our company together, our sweet little pup dog, and hikes through beautiful places like here at, what's the name of this place?
Fort Clinch State Park.
Fort Clinch.
Clinch.
Huh? Clinch.
Like you're clenching on
Oh,
something.
quit pinching me. And we're lucky to enjoy hiking through nature, places like this at Fort Clinch State Park near Amelia Island in Florida. Pretty. It's been a pretty awesome hike. Whew. I can see where the van is parked now. Now Maggie wants to stop and smell. Well, Lynn always says, well, what did you learn on this trip? It may be too much information, but I learned that when you go for like a 10-mile hike, you should probably take toilet paper. I'm not saying for which one of us you should take the toilet paper.
Why not?
I'm just not. I want them to think it was you.
Oh, okay. That's all right, too.
That's all right.
When nature calls, you gotta go.
Yeah, even if you're out amongst nature and nature calls, you've got to go.
That's right.
So
It was an awesome walk though today.
it was
Hike. It's beautiful.
about
It was-
4 hours for us to finish the hike.
Yeah, well, it takes us a lot longer because we stop and take so many pictures.
I guess it does.
Stuff.
And Maggie's got to stop and smell of a bunch of things. And
So,
she's a trooper.
she is. She's
We-
in the back right now taking a nap.
She is back here.
Yeah, you can see
There
her
she
back there.
is. You can see her
Curled up on the
laying.
pillow.
She's curled up. We love this van. I know we tell you that all the time, but there's nothing better than walking out of the woods on a, what is it, 8-mile hike, and there's your van. Be good if it's your car, but when it's your house and your bathroom and your cold drinks and everything else you need, that's just awesome. So
Yes.
we're going to now go to Shuckers.
But first, we're going to ride through the campgrounds. There's 2 campgrounds here.
Oh, that's right.
There's one that's on Amelia River, and then one that's on the Atlantic Ocean. So we want to look at those, and we thought we'd share that with you too. So,
We will.
but then we're going to Shuckers.
I guess I'm looking forward to Shuckers, but we'll drive through the campgrounds too. We'll let you know how that turns out. Thanks for following along with us, and we appreciate all of you that watch every single time we put a video up, no matter how boring it is. We really appreciate those of you that have become family through YouTube.
Pretty full. There is electricity, it looks like.
That one's got to have electricity. Yeah, there is electricity and water.
Looks like a pretty nice bathhouse.
Wow.
Got some good size Class A rigs in here.
Fifth wheels.
And this is your view. People fishing. There's piers. It's just awesome. This might be a reason to stay here.
Wow.
And it's on a river, so you could definitely paddleboard here.
Yeah.
There's a boat out there. Awesome. Beautiful. I think I like the other part better just because it's campers being tent campers and the other one.
There's some tent campers over here.